Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. It is Friday night, May the 2nd, 2014. I'm starting the video at 6:35 p.m. because I got back late. I had so many errands to run today, so everything got pushed back. First, let's discuss today's topics we're going to cover, today's eBay topics. We're going to cover the Global Shipping Program webinar that was held 2 or 3 days ago. I hope some of you guys got to sit in and watch it. It was for an hour and a half. If you did not see it, I'm going to put a link below because one of our own was actually on the dais. What a good stroke of luck it was to get one of our own on the dais. I'll tell you who it was a little later in the video. Let's do a little bit of a rehash about last week's video, and let's also talk about some things that have happened, some current events. Alright, last week's video, you may remember, we talked about the defect system. The defect system is still very much in the news. I'd really like to dedicate a part of this video to it. You may remember last week, after I explained it all, I said if anybody has a hard time understanding what I'm talking about or how to run a report, let me know and I will do a screenshot tutorial. And quite a few people responded back and said they wanted the screenshot tutorial, so I did make that. I think that was Sunday night. And that leads me to the point that if anyone out there, even new people who are coming in, because I'm getting new people every day, if anybody needs any eBay tutorials made via screenshot, just put it in the comments section below, or you can PM me directly. For instance, Joe, could you show me how to cancel a transaction without getting a defect? Would be one. Or another one, Joe, could you tell me how to run an eBay bidder search so I could see what so-and-so bid on in the last 2 weeks or so? That would be another. If there's anything you don't know how to do, just ask me. I'll be glad to do a video tutorial for you. Speaking of videos, that leads me to another news flash I have for you folks, you good people. Remember about 2 weeks ago, I said to you I may have an announcement in the near future, and I said to you guys, comment below and tell me what things you would like to see talked about and what things you would like to see changed about eBay. Remember I said that about 2 weeks ago? And I furthered it up by saying eBay and PayPal watch these videos, and they do, guys. They do. Well, I've got a little bit of good news. Now you know what an eBay webinar is. That's when eBay makes a video for its sellers for us to watch and learn from. So eBay reached out to me and asked me to make what I call a reverse webinar. That's right, folks. eBay asked me to make a private video specifically for them, basically from a seller's point of view, telling eBay certain things that are important for us. They furnished me a list of questions that they wanted me to answer on the video, which I did. And I sent them the video, and they liked it, and they in turn used that video in-house as an example of what sellers want. Now, will anything good come of this? Guys, I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But it's like chicken soup. It can't hurt. The fact that they asked me to do this for them is great for us. Because guys, you know how I feel on seller protection. I feel we all need more seller protection. I've been a vocal, outspoken person on eBay seller protection for the longest time. I would like to show you now something that was given to me. If I may just step to the side for a minute. This is just a simple eBay hoodie. It's very nice and stylish, and I shall be wearing it in the near future. I've got the companion PayPal hoodie, as you know. In here is a little well, I should show it to you. Might as well, man. Got the time. An eBay cup, coffee cup, and a piece de resistance, which I'm going to show you. And you guys from the card community, any one of you guys that does sports cards, I'm sure you've heard the term an eBay one of one. Well, I have in my hand something that is an actual eBay one of one. It's the only one out there. Let me show you this. That's the back of it. Okay. Now, here's the card. I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to hold it up. Joseph, we wanted to thank you for taking the time to assist us on our recent presentation. The insight that you provided was very helpful in showing how social media can be a useful tool in connecting the eBay community. Enclosed is a token of our appreciation for what you did for us. Continued success in both your business and videos, as we are truly fortunate to have an advocate such as yourself. And, get this, it's an on-card auto. An eBay one of one on-card auto. Look at all those autos. You tell me that's not good. This is good. This is good news. All right? And it's good news for you. It means that at least they're interested enough to see what we as sellers have to say. Are they going to act? Hey, I'm just a seller like you guys. All right? I don't know. But it's definitely a step in the right direction. Okay? That being said, let's talk about the global shipping program and the webinar from the other day. First of all, I will tell you who the guest was that was right up on the dais, along with the eBay employees, was my good dear friend Scott Henshaw. And let me tell you something, Scott nailed it. He nailed it. They asked him some questions and he responded truthfully. All right? I'd like to jump to one question that stuck out more than any other, if I may. And they asked Scott, they said, Scott, tell us in your own words about your experiences with the global shipping program. Has it helped your business? Is it positive? Is it negative? Tell us. So Scott said, yes, I make a lot of money on the global shipping program and I've done well. 98% of my transactions go smoothly. 2% do not. But the 2% that do not are bad. And I do mean bad. Case in point, Scott had a particular problem with one global shipping transaction and he called eBay and eBay told him to call PayPal. And he called PayPal and they said, well, we don't handle that because that's a global shipping program transaction. In other words, eBay and PayPal weren't meshing with each other. And he was getting passed around like a bad penny. And he was very candid about it, and I'm glad he was, because this is exactly what I've been talking about for months. We as sellers need to be protected. Simple as that. Right? It's not hard to understand. eBay needs to really tighten up the global shipping program policies. I mean, tighten them up. Put everything out there in black and white. During the webinar, there were several instances when questions were asked and answered in two different ways. What I'm saying is the same question was asked and answered one way, and later the exact same question was asked and answered another way. And here's the question. Does eBay or its third-party partner, Pitney Bowes, open packages sellers send when they reach Kentucky? The first time the question was asked was no. We do not open any packages except in a rare occasion when the box is very damaged. About half an hour later, the question was asked again, and this time it was answered completely differently. Yes, we open packages, but we only open them just to be sure that the item on the receipt that the buyer paid for is in fact the item in the box. You will see, if you watch the link that I'm going to put in below, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And you know, it's a shame. I think it's a freaking shame, because the global shipping program could be freaking fantastic if it was run correctly. It's a great way for all of us domestic shippers to send our stuff to Kentucky and let either Pitney Bowes or whoever eBay contracts with ship out to these foreign countries. It'd be great, but it's not working right. I'm still not in it. You guys, some of you are in it, some of you aren't. I was thinking about running an experiment, and I'm still considering this, even though it's kind of dangerous. I'm thinking about opting in for 1 month on a trial basis. Let's just say, for instance, June 1st to July 1st. Then coming back and making a video specifically with every one of my experiences or sales. For instance, I would say something like, all right, I sold 10 items this month on the global shipping program and made $1,000. I had either no problems, or I had one huge problem, or whatever, and I would actually tell you guys how it went, and we could use that as a barometer for whether some of you guys should join the global shipping program. I myself would not mind joining it if we, the sellers, were better protected. And with all due respect, I don't think we are. All right? That may change. You never know. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the defect system, because some people in the groups brought this up today. There's so much misinformation about the dates that this is going to start. The new defect system goes into place August 20th. That's a fact. The look back will be to March 11th, 2014. However, you as a seller will be protected all the way up to March of 2015 from incurring any selling limits or restrictions due to defects. However, you will not be protected with your top-rated seller status. So what I'm basically saying is, if you incur X number of defects over the period in question, you don't have to worry about getting your selling restricted or limited. However, if you are a top-rated seller, you will lose the top-rated seller status, which is the meat and potatoes of what we all strive for. We top-rated sellers, and I say we because I am one, we save 20% a month on the eBay invoice. And that can be a nice chunk of freaking change. The more you sell, the more you're going to save. And that's important to me. I don't want to lose that, and neither do you. And there's an underlying feeling in the eBay selling community that eBay wants to thin out the top-rated sellers. Not thin out sellers per se, but let's just say there's X number of us that are top-rated. There is a pervasive feeling that eBay wants to lower that and put everybody in just as a regular seller so they don't have to pay the 20% discount. What's my feeling on it? Like the old saying goes, guys, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck and sounds like a duck, chances are it's a duck. I hate to say it. I love being a top-rated seller. You know I do. And you guys love it too. We save coin. And I really don't think eBay should do this. I mean, why? They don't need to save money in this manner. Don't go after your sellers, guys. You know, we're doing our best. We don't want defects. We're taking returns. we're giving free shipping on our stuff. Ease off a little, okay? As I said, eBay is pushing the global shipping program. They are really, really pushing that, okay? And again, I'm not opposed to it, provided they tighten up the reins and they fix the policies and they increase the seller protection. Another thing eBay is pushing is this iPhone app. There seems to be division in the eBay community. Either you love the iPhone app or you despise it. If I had to rate myself, I would be toward the latter, only because it doesn't work well, in my opinion, when you're buying items. You often can't read the item description. We've talked about this in the past, all right? I find it very poorly written and poorly laid out. However, it's fine if you want to talk to one of your bidders. For instance, if someone sends you a question and you're in the diner, you can easily text back an answer to the guy and answer them right from the diner. Or if some of your items sell and you want to see what's sold, sure, you can easily check and see what's sold. For the simple part, that's fine. But would I list from the diner? Hell no! Hell no. Okay. Let's do a quick rehash, because I realize I'm super late today, and by the time I get this up, it's going to be after 9. Point 1. The global shipping program. Pass or fail? I want to hear from you. If you have time, go look and sit in on the eBay webinar, which I will drop a link below in. Check out my buddy Scott Henshaw, who really carried the ball, in my opinion, on the eBay webinar. He was the voice of reason. I'm not knocking the other people on the dais, not at all. I'm just saying it's good to see one of us up there. You know, I feel like that's like a major win. So, kudos to Scott Henshaw. Oh, and by the way, he gave me a shout out. For those of you who actually watched the eBay webinar that I'm talking about, toward the end of it, I guess it was the last 15 minutes or so, I can't remember offhand, he actually gave Joey a shout out. Cool, right? But anyway, to rehash, your opinions on the global shipping program. Don't you guys think that there should be more seller protection with that? And if a problem does arise, let's say a person claims SNAD or item not received, there should be a dedicated number specifically for the global shipping program. We all know eBay customer service has a number. We all know PayPal has a number. I think the global shipping program should have its own dedicated number only for global shipping program issues. It's a no-brainer, man. What do you guys think about that? Also, I know you're going to have some more comments about the defect system, and I'll get more into that next week. And if anybody wants me to make any tutorials, how to, with screenshots and stuff, I can do it. This particular week coming up, I have some things to do. So I know I haven't answered some of you who sent me some letters and stuff, and I'm sorry about that. But it's just been so busy, you know how things can get. But I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thanks for watching. Please, guys, comment, 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 comment. It's important. You're a seller. You're watching these videos. Tell all of us and eBay what you think. If you have any good ideas for change, put them down. It can't hurt. They're going to listen. Are they going to act? I don't know. Thanks. Bye.